The last month of meteorological summer, August. We've got the monthly forecast for you. 1 degree outside Weather Network meteorologist Danielle Noyes. If you watch our pattern predictions video, which we put out once a week, usually on a Monday, that covers the next 2 weeks. This is going to cover through the end of August. We're starting with the height to 500 millibars. Basically what that is how high up you need to go before you hit that pressure level. And it's a good way to represent how warm or cool layers of the atmosphere are. The oranges representing warmth, the blues, the purples representing cooler than average air. So there is a lot of warmth across the country, but as I play things through, one thing you're going to notice is there's cool air kind of bottled up in central Canada that will come into eastern Canada and try to push in from the Great Lakes to the northeast, particularly from the middle of the month onward. A lot of heat in the central western United States, big heat dome in place, but we are on the cooler side of it. That's not to say that we won't have some warm days. The average high temperature through the month of August does slowly dip down. That said, the warmest temperatures across the country will be across the central United States, near normal from the Great Lakes and then stretching to here at home. Although with such a warm start to the month, we may end up slightly above average for places like Boston to the Cape, eastern Maine. Many of us near or equal chances of slightly above or below average temperatures for the month. Average highs 80.4 for Boston, and the overnight lows slowly cooling off in the mid 60s on average. So that's temperature wise. Now, jet stream forecast, the jet stream steers our storms, and it will bring multiple chances for showers, downpours, thunderstorms, because watch where the jet stream is pointed, particularly through the middle and end of the month. Multiple disturbances with that big upper level low in Canada that come in from time to time across the Northeast, across the Midwest, particularly through mid-month. And then that pattern is likely to remain in place through the end of the month too. That said, I do think the second half of the month may be drier compared to the first. Similarly, temperature-wise, may be near or slightly cooler than the start of the month as well. Notice that dip in the jet stream, that trough we call it, kind of carving out a storm track that will mean multiple chances for at least some wet weather, and probably some chances for wet weather every couple of days. So precipitation outlook, it should be below normal here across the southern plains, parts of the Gulf Coast, and then above average precipitation forecast for portions of the Midwest, stretching to potentially here in New England. Our average precip for the month is about 3.23 inches in the city of Boston. So I do think we end up near normal. There will be higher amounts, of course, where some of the training downpours set up, coming off of an above average month for the month of July. I do want to mention briefly the tropics. It's of course been a below average season. We've only had 2 named storms for a couple different reasons, right? We talked about it in the beginning of the season. El Nino is in place. It's expected to strengthen in the months to come. That typically reduces Atlantic hurricane activity, but the peak of hurricane season in the Atlantic is the end of August into the start of September. So one thing that's happening in the atmosphere too is we're getting these plumes of dust coming off of the Sahara and coming off the west coast of Africa. That's inhibiting any potential development out in the Atlantic, combined with the fact that there's some stronger winds, some stronger wind shear in the atmosphere, and that tends to mean that storms can't develop. It rips apart hurricanes or any thunderstorms that try to kind of consolidate. The best chance of any development then through the month of August, if there were any to happen, would be across the southeastern United States. These are favorable storm conditions. That's the red area. So also spreading into the Gulf, those are the 2 kind of zones that we'll keep a close eye on. More and more of you are signing up for our membership levels, and we're so appreciative of the support. We're an independent mission here, 4 levels to choose from, a way to give back and get exclusive content. Membership.onedegreeoutside.com for the details. Have a great month of August, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com, and don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside weather.